time. In the sunland, remix, sweater wit, keep it lit. We the new Delph Road, Manor Park, Melrose, Broad County, let's go. Whole hood behind me, Golden Acres, Pine Tree, ugly corner, ski. On the scene, screaming glee. Say you bout it, let me see. Rep your hood, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Throw it up, let me see. 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 Fast music, 954. All the da-da-do, all the rock and blue, 7-4. Hit the club, it's a move. On Crump, west side, east side, back port, power height, one of them, deep side, sunrise, alright, let me see, 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 get a lead, drop a wall, peel all the way back, 4th, 5th, 5 dog, recipe, Haitian pack, cross tracks, by you, everybody getting money, me and Stat, chasing cars on them blocks, serving, black flag, a deal field, keep it real, play that game, SG. Yeah, Haitian boy, ZML, baby snipe, 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 baby snipe. Let me see, 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 let me see. You get about me, they kind of Palm Beach, Parkway, Lauderdale, Haitian boy, can you tell? Interview, straight. She from Dilla, throw that in the mirror, then revere. Send my love to the joint, can't forget Canal Point, CB, doing city, poke kind and get with me. LP, Franklin Park, Hollandale, Liberia, Danny Beach, Carvin Ranch, recipe, the YG, Zone 10, represent, young in the tent, new era, what to do, don't be scared, rep a crew, Lincoln Park, let me see, 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 all my in the state, everybody gon' fizz. Hope a lock, a third out, homestead. In the poker bean projects, in Ferrari, me and Fred. Made a post by me 4 months. He was little Van, where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Alabama, where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Let me see, 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 let me see.
They won't see me blessed. Trying to take my blessings. They ain't trying to see me. All these people with bad.
It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. Here's Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Rick Carlisle.
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum. He said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston off to a slow start. 6-point game. Back to Porzingis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
And here's Halliburton. Outside Turner. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Inside. Shoots. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7'3", says not here and
Count that one. Porzingis has got his second basket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially. Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
To the middle, and stolen by Tatum. A finish, sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. 6 points for Porzingis.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Here's Nemhard. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Indiana moving the ball away. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Hits it from three-point range. Halliburton's got 6.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Now here's Tatum. No scoring in this one. The kick out to Holiday. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
Let's hear it for you.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 6-point lead. There's a screen by Toppin. Rebound, Boston.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Holiday left side. Here's Brown. Down low. Clock at 4. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Tatum no good. Pacers leading by 6. Pass to Shepard. Back to McConnell. Stolen by Holiday. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Again, the miss by the Celtics. On the wing, Bryant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Pacers have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Holiday. And it's sent back by Bryant. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot-making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Pass to Shepard. Halliburton drives in. And a wide-open look from Mathurin. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Tatum. There's Brown with the three. The Pacers pull it in. Mathurin with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Benedict Mathurin shooting. That's on Jaylen Brown. For Indiana, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Halliburton. To the inside. And Bryant throws it down.
Boy, the ability of Thomas Bryant to play over the top of the defense, so impressive. Gets long and finishes with authority.
Great job by Tatum in close. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Pacers leading by 11. Halliburton looking around. Pass to Nembhard. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Halliburton for three. The rebound by Holiday.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 8. It's stolen by White. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it's Tatum completing the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Here's Halliburton. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Boston again missing. Pacers leading by 11. Driving inside. Pass to Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball around. Outside for Halliburton. Here's Turner. Banked in off the glass. Turner's got 8 points.
Well, there's a level of commitment that Miles Turner is showing on the glass right now. Goes hard to get rebounds and get an opportunity for the putback.
Outside Holiday. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Nembhard. Turner with it. Back to Halliburton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Halliburton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Left side Tatum. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Turner. Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Outside for Halliburton. There's the triple. Here's Turner. And that does it for the first half of play. Indiana out in front. They lead by 13.
32.
Live from Cambridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Doors, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best...
Tell me what I gotta do to make you feel okay. Tell me what I gotta do to make you wanna stay. Tell me what I gotta do so you don't feel away. I only give it up, I don't wanna lay. Please tell me that fee, cause I don't wanna pay. For sure, I can tell in the way that you're watching me that you probably got something to say. Okay, by the way, I gotta going away. It's 20 degrees in New York, I'm headed to LA. For sure. I'm 20 feet, I'm just trying to be great. For sure. This shit mind boggling, I ain't no potential late. Oh my god. Must be fake. She's trying to see who first, I ain't know this was a race. I ain't know you was a Jace. Okay, just to keep it face to face. Okay, I hear when you get it talking about all the money that I made. Okay, you act like it's gonna be different if I go up and make a move. Okay, and I spent enough time in the dark, I ain't get that feeling I'ma lose. Okay, but you been moving loose. I don't know why you pull up with your friends, I don't know what's one or two. She come on ask me why I keep calling her sister because you make me snooze. I wanna just like it was dinner, I promise I don't need a spoon. For sure, I'm off the so you know what I wanna do. For sure, I'm off the so tell me when you coming through. For sure.
too obvious, okay. I like your confidence. Oh, this what could come is okay. Like Kalani is. Roger like Kalani is okay. Here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, Now I'm on fire, I need some water, me Tyler,
This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. James outside. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to James. Goes back up. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Pick by Vucevic. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Here's Williams, following the score by Los Angeles. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Vucevic. The three ball. LeBron with the rebound. To the inside, Hayes. Doncic outside. Back to Hayes. Nice move. And finished off by Hayes.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
Ball outside. Out to the wing. Back to Vucevic. Williams from long range. Rebounded by LeBron. Pass to Hachimura. Now Hayes. Soft touch off the glass. Hayes has got 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Williams from long range. That one falls, coming off the Vucevic feed.
Yeah, I mean, they put so much focus on Vucevic, it leaves a wide open man.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Putting that pass right in his stride, didn't have to slow up, and was able to complete the play.
Outside White.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Sinks that one from the post.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
To the middle. Here's James. Williams grabs the board. Chicago trailing here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out. It's back to the basics, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Ball with it. Hachimura covering. Three-pointer, Vucevic. James, left side. And here's Reeves outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Ball. The kick out to White. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Lakers lead by 5. Here's James. And that one, good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Vucevic's shot is off.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
The open shot, White. That one's good from the corner. White's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ball left side. White with it. Pass to Buzelis. The three. The shot off that time. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Los Angeles leading by 8. Don't go away.
The ball. 10.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Smith outside. Launches the three. Finney Smith pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Tipped. When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Stolen by Collins. Pass to White. Outside Giddey. Smith with it. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Buzelis. He drops it from range.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who will keep things moving. And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Doncic. Here comes Luka. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
The Bulls trail by 4. Outside Giddey. Collins a screen. Pass to Smith. Here's Buzelis. Fires for 3. Doncic grabs the miss. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
And it's Giddey missing.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Picked by Smith. Over Finney Smith. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
And Doncic, here we go. Back to Lynn. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. White on the wing. Takes it inside. It's blocked. Doncic outside. There's a minute 47 left to play in the second quarter.
So creative on the attack. I like whenever Doncic knifes inside and looks to score.
Outside Giddey. Collins a screen. Six to shoot. To stop the drought. And he buries his first look.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
No, thank you. Big round of applause. Substitution on court.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up to the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10. Chicago with a rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Love it when Vucevic attacks with intent. He has the size and strength to dominate around the cup.
Inside. Classic move by LeBron James.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Blocked. Tries to save it. With the drive. And Jalen Smith gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
35 seconds left in the first half. Here's James. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Bulls trail by 7. From the arc. That one is off. Hayes with a screen. And it's Vincent off the drive. From deep, Reeves drills it from deep. Reeves has got 6 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's Los Angeles earning this break in the action, up 10. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back to the game after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. And anything short of that is a failure.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Hachimura outside. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
The 3 from Ball. Another 3 for Chicago.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
James outside. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Williams. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Vucevic has got 7.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings.
And it's Hachimura missing. The Bulls trail by 4. Williams on the wing. Here's Buzelis. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Timeout, timeout. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Giddy with it. Hachimura covering. Here's Buzelis. He's got 5. Ball outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot. For the lead. Buzelis, that one's good. Buzelis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Back to Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Lakers in the lead. Here's James.
Wow!
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
Pass to Collins. Down low. And stolen by Reeves. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Ball. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Out left to the wing. And finished off by Hayes.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
James, outside. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Third team foul.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 9 to end the run. Rebound by the Lakers.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Pass the ball. Picked by Smith. Fires the three. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for two. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. He's perfect from the line this time. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And their defense has stood.
The Bulls, 37.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Lakers lead by 8. James outside. And slam dunk by James.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Both teams deciding to change it up. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Finney Smith. Back to Vincent. Pass to James. He shoots. And slam dunk by James.
Well, that's his bread and butter. Getting downhill, attacking. What a great mindset.
Here's Buzelis. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Back to Giddey. Outside, Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago making a switch here. The Lakers lead by 12. To the middle. Here's James. Punching it inside. LeBron.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
James, right side. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish...
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Buzelis' shot is good.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The Lakers lead by 10. Pass to Hachimura. Five on the clock. And there's... the foul. It's on Kobe White. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Doncic. Now Reeves. 4 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Count the basket. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up to the Lakers. They've led by as many as 14. On the wing, Reeves. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots, and you build the lead.
Outside Reeves. Kicks it to Doncic. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Kicks it to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Chicago with a rebound.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Lakers.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Luka Doncic.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
James inside. Now Doncic. And he can't get that one. Vucevic with some nice D. Pass to Giddey. To the left side wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. James, left side. From 10 feet away. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
That in-between distance is a tough one to master. Not for LeBron, though.
Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have
it. Substitution on the court.
Here's Goodwin. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. That'll be a 5-second call.
Lakers ball.
From outside the arc. And counted.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive.
expected a medal for doing my job. You never need a receipt when you give it to God. But how can I prove I'm alive? My blood and my sweat is a sign. My OG would pull me aside and tell me it's due when you die. I got back pain, I got carried away. Migraine, every day, max pain on minimum wage. Tax break, they take everything to be frank. I feel like I'm saint, heavy bags, Louis Saint. What if I give it away? I might just try to overwork on the page.
It's a 9 to 5. Ain't got no time for you and I to get it right. It's Friday night. Where's the? Let's take it to another level. No time for me, one time.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Now here's Garland. This one for three. Rebounded by Lopez. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
To the middle. And Allen gets it to go.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
It's Lillard with the drive. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. Here's Prince. Check by Mitchell. Clock at 6. Here's Lillard. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Strus's shot is off. Lillard looking around. Pass to Prince. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. 18 feet out. Prince with the bucket.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Outside Mitchell. The three is up. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. A nice shot by Lillard.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, B.A.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Down low. Here's Mitchell, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Lillard. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Outside Mitchell. Allen. And he lays it up and in.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Pass to Kuzma. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Mitchell. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Cavs trailing. Pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Inside. Outside for Mitchell. Back to Mobley. Giannis with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
It's Kuzma with the miss. On the wing, Mitchell. 46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots. Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
They get it again. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Garland. Yet to see a basket. Antetokounmpo grabs the board for the finish. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the inside. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. For 3, here's Lillard. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Milwaukee out in front, up 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And so it's Cleveland with it, trailing by 2. Okoro, no good. And so Trent will bring it up for Milwaukee. Knocks down the long J.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Pass to Okoro. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Porter from outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And Cleveland has possession. 6-point game. Hunter on the wing. And he buries his first look.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Now here's Porter. 6 points for him. Again, Porter missing. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Trent for three. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Trent's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Allen. Giannis with the rebound. Milwaukee leading by 5. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
To the paint. Here's Allen. That one is off. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Trent from long range. The offensive rebound. Outside Porter. Trent outside. There's the three. Gets the three to fall. And it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot.
And finished off by Hunter.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. Milwaukee leading by 8. Lillard outside. Spins. The three ball. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Kuzma. Pure from three-point range. Kuzma's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Inside. Mobley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Mitchell. A great drive by Mitchell.
Oh, that motor on Mitchell just speeding right through his shot.
Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with a 3. Mitchell on the run. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
With that explosive first step, Mitchell is so tough on any closeout.
The Bucks leading by 6. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. From downtown. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Outside Mitchell. Gets it up. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game, the way he wiggles in and out of the lane. It is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
Back to Prince. Pass to Kuzma. Lillard outside. Let's go with a three. Mobley grabs the board.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Outside for Mitchell. With the drive. Misses from short range. Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Lillard. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Allen. Oh, big dunk right over Lopez.
Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
Quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And the three off target. Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Mitchell. Allen outside. To the inside. Another shot. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got his first points in this one. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Allen a screen. Out to Garland. To the middle. For the lead. Allen can't get it to go. Milwaukee with the ball. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Kuzma for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Kuzma's got 6.
It's so hard to pass up a three-pointer when the D is completely scattered.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Buries it from 3.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the three-pointer goes.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Right side, Garland. Down low. Here's Allen. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
What coaches love about Allen is he finds points. You don't have to run a ton of stuff for him.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo outside. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
That was just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And Mitchell with the slam.
I'm just going to be real with you. With a full head of steam, the defense, they might not even bother when Mitchell's going that quickly.
Lillard with the ball. He's picked up by Garland. Lopez, a good look. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Outside Garland. To the paint. Here's Allen. Oh, we missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Bucks on top, leading by a point. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Cavs trailing. From 9 feet out, jump shot is good.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Porter looks it over. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Porter. Clock at 4. Over Garland. Porter's shot is off. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Trent outside. Back to Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. No good on the 3.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
The offensive rebound to the wing on the left. Here's Garland. That one no good. Great D that time from Porter. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's short off the rim.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And Cleveland making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. And another miss by Milwaukee. Cleveland leading by 5. Pass to Strus. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here's Lopez. Allen defending. Back to Lopez. And here's Lillard. It's Prince on the wing. Out to Lillard. Shoots over Mobley. It's kept alive. Right wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To win the drought. What a make! Giannis for 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Garland. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
When you give Garland these looks, oh, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Cavaliers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Garland. Inside. Mitchell. Grown man points from Donovan Mitchell.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Back to Garland. The 3. A shot that time, not on target. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo, left side. To take the lead. Mobley grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And the shot is good by Garland.
You cannot let Garland get comfortable, especially from the corner.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth. Antetokounmpo for three.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Antetokounmpo for three. The rebound by Allen.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter. Yikes.
Garland for three. And the Cavaliers, another three.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Cavaliers.
Tonight they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Darius Garland.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Fast break, Cleveland. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And here's Porter outside. Here's Thompson. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road.
Off your soul just to show up and make it. This for my dog that's overwhelmed. Even if he don't make, no one never break it. Cause we've been through this and that. Though we still intact. If they off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that. Though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
That's how I'm living, like I'm in a city. That's how I'm whipping, like I got a money. 4 a.m. in this ain't gonna sleep, I'm on a mission. Louis V on my bag, get some money, made a difference. I'm still the same, no different. But I came a long way from James, sported penny pinching. Talking about L's, man, I hand them out on any given. Sunny clothes to the public, still I'm getting chicken. I'm just reminiscing, I was broke as when that song dropped the fake. Heard they talking about I switch, I put the city on my back.
Been through this and that, though we still intact. Get that off in the back, then I guess we wasn't a match. Me and my dogs all made a pack. If we don't get it, we can't come back. And every time we came back, that's a fact, that's a fact. Been through this and that, though we still intact. That's right here for all the ones that ain't here, can't come back. If there's one thing I'ma do is put the crib on my back. Now we back, that's a fact, that's a fact, that's a fact.
When I came too far to let you in me. Back coming, that's a fact, that's a fin that crack back. She knew I with me cause so much. Get snapped back lately, probably talking, I'm getting litty. Used to dream of being big like big. Martin Luther King, should see how I live me. Big necklace, wrist froze, big step, wrist, big. And I'm free, and I'm getting richer than a I ain't look like low shit, man, he take leave. And it's he get me back on my feet.
It feels better when it's on, that's a fact.
We are live from the Motor City. Welcome to Detroit and an Eastern Conference contest for the Pistons. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here's Thompson. Jared Allen making his last shot.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
Clock at 4. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers.
Normally he drains that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Yeah, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Pass to Thompson. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Off target from three-point range.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Hands it from downtown. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Allen. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, burying the shot.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Detroit has possession, trailing by 5. Cunningham with it. On the wing, Harris. Back to Cunningham. He's looking to turn and finds him.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Pass to Duren. Here's Cunningham. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Cleveland leading by 5. Mitchell outside. Hunter on the wing. Shoots over Duren. It's hauled in by Harris.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Both teams will make substitutions. Schroeder, right side. To the middle. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That one drops. He ties it up. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now here's Schroeder. And the dunk by Stewart.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Here's Schroeder. And he lays it straight in. Stewart's got 7 points in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Oh, big time shot!
Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
A kick out to Mobley. Rebound by the Pistons. Beasley outside. Now Stewart. 7 points in the game. Hunter grabs the miss. Cavaliers leading. And here is a Okoro. Scoreless thus far. Stewart with the steal. On up the court. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Green left side. Can't hit that one.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Good on the bucket. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Cunningham. 6 points for him. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Well, Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Allen outside. Wade outside. Allen shot is off. Detroit leading by 3. Inside. Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Harris has got his first 2 points.
We're used to seeing Harris from the outside, but Tobias, he can step up. He's got the size to do some work down low.
Stolen by Garland. Here's Mitchell. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Harris. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is an offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Poked away.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
And look, you can't blink when you are guarding Mitchell. That man will go by you in a heartbeat.
And they double up Cunningham. Harris outside. Trying to find Thompson, who gets it to him. And Thompson slams it home.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. .146 left from the first half of basketball. On the wing, Mitchell. Good D by Thompson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Cunningham looking it over. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Great awareness by Thompson, wanting to find his open teammates whenever he can.
Here's Mobley. The putback. Kicks it out to Garland. Mobley outside. 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Cleveland. Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 9-point Detroit lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
The Pistons have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. The deep three from Mitchell. Duran pulls it in.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And so is Detroit, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Cavaliers trail by 13. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much.
Fantastic execution with the floater. Garland is just a fearless scorer.
And they double up Cunningham. It's rebounded by Cleveland. So, Richard, when you look at Max Strus, what does he provide for this team?
For one, he's battle-tested, Kevin. He's a fearless shooter, and he's a guy that can get on a roll and hit clutch shots. And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Stewart a screen. Now, here's Cunningham. 10 points for him. Out to the wing. And the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 10-point lead. Cavaliers with the rebound. On the wing, Mitchell. 9 points in the game so far. Detroit leading by 10. Here's Cunningham. And it's Strus with the rebound. For three, Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. To the inside. The kick out to Cunningham. Down low. Excellent D there from Allen.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to Jerome. Back to Mitchell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mitchell's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs. Cunningham outside. Driving the lane. The shot's good. Cunningham's got 12 in the game.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Right side, Garland. Pass to Wade. Allen with it. Back to Wade. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Okoro. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Beasley. Back to Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Count the basket. And it's a 12-point Detroit lead.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
And the shot goes in.
You see the body control that Garland has, takes on the defender, gets hit, adjusts, and finishes. It's just a work of art.
Detroit leading by 10. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Stolen by Garland. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Garland. Six to shoot. And the shot goes down. Garland's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Fontecchio. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And so it's to... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Detroit has possession. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Holland. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Cavaliers ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Garland looking it over. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. We've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. On the wing, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Pistons. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Cunningham on the wing. Pistons passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Duran. Tries again. Thompson with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Mitchell with the delicate floater.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And yes, it's good. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It is not an easy thing to body up to Mitchell. He is built like an absolute brick.
Harris, good.
Well, he's just stretching him out. But the defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Cavaliers making a switch here. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Cunningham. Offensive rebound. Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Hardaway. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assisted basket. Coaches just love those, so credit Harris for the pass. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Cunningham outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Garland attacking. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Takes the three. Rebound, Detroit. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice up fake by Cunningham. He does all the little things that help him generate points. Right here, he just gets himself to the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. 1:31 left to play in the final quarter. Back to Strus. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Strus has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Cunningham outside. Over Garland. Back to Cunningham. 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. Detroit, no good that time either. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 9-point game. To the inside. Mobley. Right side, Garland. Lets it go from deep. And Mobley throws it down. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Cunningham connects from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 10.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Pass to Duran. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
From past the arc. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
For your touch so very much that I need when you're around me. The way you make me feel, the way your love is real. Oh no, no, my time, me, my time, it touched my bed, so I know that I got you, baby. Oh, I know. Man, I do it my back over. I'll love you over and over.
Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
And here's Booker. Shakes him. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Fires from the line. Richards pulls it in.
Can't blame just trying to take what the defense allows.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. Pass to Richards. Back to Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Outside Bull. Durant for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in.
What you say? Come on now.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
Booker. Randall pulls down the board.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Conley on the attack. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Right wing. Back to Durant. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray.
Well, Durant's reputation at the arc is solid, and good reason for that. He's a consistent sniper.
Outside Edwards. There's a screen. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We discussed Bradley Beal, the focus for them on the defensive end. Coach telling me that Brad's a guy who averaged 30 points a game in this league, the sign of a special scorer, so they need to figure out a way to make Beal uncomfortable, saying maybe they'll put some length on him. Let's see if that works on Beal. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Beal, right side. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Mike Conley.
Defense a little antsy there, and Beal takes advantage.
And Beal drops them both. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Booker on the take. Can't cash it in from close range. Outside Reed. From deep, Conley. Richards pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Bull. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Wow, don't see the quick trigger out of Bull very often, but it was on display there.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Timberwolves trail by 3. And stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. The finish! And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know, he shows off the awareness and agility, not only at the start of the play there, but Durant showing you he can finish the play, too.
Edwards, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter. To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Durant with the bucket.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. And no good. The dry spell continues. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Durant. And the layup falls. Durant's got 9 points.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Phoenix out in front, up 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Here's Beal, driving inside. Count the basket. 6 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency in rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, B.A., and that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Pass to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Now here's Booker. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 9. It's McDaniels on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. Booker with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Here's Booker. Out to Beal. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Beal's got 9.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Phoenix making a switch here. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Inside. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Booker on the take. And he comes up with a bucket. Booker's got his second basket.
The easy money there for Booker. Can't let him get this close with the ball.
To the inside. Using the size. Gobert.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Outside Durant. Pass to Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Conley on the attack. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Nick Richards. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Conley drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Durant looking around. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Outside Edwards. Here's Reed. Richards pulls it in. The Suns lead by 11. Durant, no good. There's 48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Out to DiVincenzo. Edwards for three. O'Neal pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
For three, Allen. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Outside Reed. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. McDaniel's got room. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
McDaniel's showing more promise as a scorer the longer he stays in the league.
Allen on the wing. Durant with it. With 4 on the clock. Pass to Richards. He gets it up. And so it's the Phoenix Suns going into the break up 12. Defense is setting the tone. Back to the game after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Jones. Still without a bucket. Down low. Allen outside. Back to Plumlee. Pass to Durant. Plumlee a screen. Good D by Gobert.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And the shot goes in.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Now here's Durant. 11 points in the game. Durant owning the inside.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. And another basket for Minnesota.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you.
Durant with tremendous touch. He's just a natural scorer.
For three, Randall. Second chance effort. Gobert. Tries yet again. And he sinks the layup. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Outside Durant. McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Totally fearless. Conley clashes against strong defense inside. He'll go to any lengths to find those shots.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Phoenix leading by 10. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
It's both from the stripe. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Miller. Here's Reed. Uses the glass on the layup.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Here's Booker. Here's Richards. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
That three's off the mark. Phoenix leading by 12. Here's Bull. And it's Phoenix with another.
Not just a threat inside. Bull can stretch things out, too.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And he drives in to the middle.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. Make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. Free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And so Reed nails them both. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Beal's shot is off. Pass to Reed. Reed sets a screen. The three, DiVincenzo. Bull grabs the board. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Suns ahead, up by 12. And we're coming right. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Timberwolves trail by 12. Pass to Edwards. Over Beal. For three, Randall. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Here's Dunn. And he makes it on the layup. Dunn's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice offense here. Close in, great bet to go.
The three, DiVincenzo. Iguodala grabs a miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Back to Beal. There's the triple. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Beal's got such a fluid shooting motion. It really helps him on those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Here's Edwards. Nice D from Beal. And so Beal will bring it up for the Suns. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Bowl, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to DiVincenzo. And there's the foul.
This right here, I couldn't have planned it. But it's happening, this ain't magic. I done tried that, all that plastic. You know, guys that are made of fabric. I done felt my skin turn static. And then washed it all in tragically.